Hello again, and I've managed to get a bottle of gas now, and I've finished off the welding on this side. Now before I do anything to it, I'll give it a light dressing. As you'll know by now, I quite like a bit of weld, and it's fairly tidy all the way along, so I'll just basically go along with the edge of a grinding disc and sort of like very gently flatten it just very slightly, and then I'll be quite happy to paint over that, because it's not really going to stand out much in the scheme of things. It's no big deal. So what I'll do next is I'll turn the door over and hammer over the tangs on the sides and the bottom. And the door's over. There's the other side of the join through there. Okay. And this here is the thing I was on about, which is the tang which runs all the way along there. See where it's starting to hammer it over from the other side, and then the same along the front here. Let's squeeze the two together and hammer that black edge over. And that'll be what I'm doing next. Impossible to do while I'm filming. There's the other side of the door roller mount, like so. All nicely lined up, like so. So I'll get tapping this over now, bring the two together. Alright, I've begun the bending over, folding over, whatever you want to call it. That side's folded over, and the panel's in there, nice and solid. Then do the same here, remembering to tap that way a bit, and then that way, and then that way, and then that way, to ensure it remains tightly over in contact with this here, which I've been doing along here, and then starting to come over along here, and I've folded the other side over as well. Helps to put a chunk of wood underneath, which absorbs the force and makes the folding over a lot easier. So, nice heavy hammer, no idea of the weight, but ball peen hammer, handy for getting into corners as well. So I shall continue with that. And that's the bending over done. All the way along there. Took a bit of doing. Add the block of wood underneath. Just go along, tap, tap, tap all the way. There we go. The corners have slightly curled in a little bit, but I can see if that's going to cause any issues when I've fitted the door. If that's the case, I can very easily bend it back out again. Same this side. Just a little bit curled into the end there. So I'll give that a little straighten actually. There we are. Very happy with that. Right, the next thing I'm going to get on with now is the hole in the side of the van there, which doesn't show up too well. There we go. So I've marked it out, I'm going to be cutting, and I shall get angle grinding now. Right, the hole's now cut out, near enough, and as it's going to be hidden under the side panel, I'm not too bothered about getting it flush in the hole or anything like that. It's just going to go right up tight under there, weld it all the way around, and then seal along the top there with some PU window sealant mastic stuff. Nice and simple, with a bit of luck. Not forgetting, of course, to disconnect the alternator and the battery negative terminals first on the starter and the leisure battery. Right, I've cut out the repair patch out of it's the bottom of the outside panel of the sliding door, the old one, and bent it over slightly so it fits in nice. So I'll now weld that in place. Right, that's the alternator and the starter and leisure battery negative terminals removed. So I'm now ready to weld. And that there is the welding done for this series of jobs. Nice. In there, lovely. Rock solid. Nice. Oh, I've now put the first thin coat of paint on the door. I quite like this Rust-Oleum because, like I say, it's a thin coat, but you don't really get any pronounced brush marks. If you put the paint on that way and then give it a light that way, you get rid of the brush lines. There's masking tape along there, so there'll be a nice clean line. And the same that side. So I've got to give that one more coat of paint today. Another coat of paint on this part. Like I say, the van needs a clean, but he scrubs up a treat. And it'd be nice to get that tarpaulin off there and the very sticky duct tape. But that'll all be tomorrow, so that will do me for today. Ta-da for now.